You told me I could trust you, and I could really use you.
Hey girl, hey boy, hey, welcome back to the channel. I am Sheika if you're new, and welcome to a new video. Y'all, today is super duper exciting. Today we are doing our labor and delivery story. I am so excited to pretty much let y'all know what happened. So if you are interested in our labor and delivery story, keep on watching. Okay guys, so if y'all are some OGs here, y'all know this was my first baby. If y'all hear some noises, that's my baby in the background. So this was my first baby, a baby boy to be exact. So I was scheduled to be induced on October. So at my last appointment, at my last doctor's appointment, I was then told that I was going to be induced. My pregnancy was somewhat of a high-risk pregnancy only because of my weight. And so my doctor didn't want me to go all the way to 40 weeks, which it really didn't make much sense because I delivered at 39 weeks in one day. But whatever she was saying, because I was high risk or whatever, she didn't want me to go to 40 weeks. So I was scheduled to be induced. So the process that she told me we were going to take was she was going to insert some rods in me to help my cervix open up, and she was going to send me home. Mind y'all, I never heard of an induction being like that. I figured they would start the induction and keep me in the hospital just in case if my baby heart rate like go up or go down, or I start facing some kind of complications or whatever. So that was a little weird to me. However, when the induction started, I understood why the process would have been like that. However, it didn't go like that. So it all started Friday, my doctor called me, and let's back up. So after she told me that I was gonna be induced, I was like, okay, it's game time. So I had like a week before it was time for me to deliver. So I told my husband I wanted to go walking, I wanted to do the raspberry leaf tea, I wanted to do the okra water. Y'all know I wanted to do the whole 9 to pretty much induce myself, because I heard of all the horror stories about being induced, and I just did not want that for myself. And a lot of times when women get induced, they end up having a C-section, and I really didn't want that either. If I could have him natural, I wanted a natural birth. So I was walking. If y'all not following me on my other social media platforms, you are truly missing out. You should be following me. Your girl was walking, walking up the bridge, walking down the bridge. I was having a glass of raspberry leaf tea. I was having a glass of raspberry tea every night. Sometimes I would like drink it all throughout the day. I even had some pitted dates. I had smoothies with that. I did my okra water, y'all. I did the whole 9 to induce my labor. And guess what? I can't tell you if it did work. I can't tell you if it didn't work, because when it was time for me to get induced, my cervix was soft, but I was only dilated like a 1/2 centimeter, if that makes sense. So I don't know, child. I don't know. So let's jump back into the induction. Okay, so I was scheduled to be induced at 4 p.m. She was going to start the induction, send me home, and I was going to come back that Monday morning. However, we had a storm coming. It was Storm Milton. We weren't getting a direct hit, but we were getting like wind and rain and stuff like that. And so she wanted us to get in and get out, like get back home before the bad weather started. So she said, instead of coming in at 4 p.m., come at 7 a.m. So when she called and asked me if I could be at the hospital, I told her, of course I can. So y'all, when we got off the phone, my nerves were bad. Mind y'all, the whole time I was fine. Like, I wasn't worried. I wasn't scared, because I'm like, you know what? I was made for this. God makes no mistakes. He won't put no more on me than I can bear. He knew I can get through this. That's why he gave us this blessing. But baby, when that doctor called and said come at 7:30 instead of 4 p.m., I was nervous as hell. It's like my heart went to my ass, okay? So I had to get myself prepared for that. I had to calm down. Like, I can't remember what time it was, but once I got off the phone with her, I just wanted to take me a really good shower and just lay down and prepare myself. So that's what I did. And then that next morning, we all got together. Like, it was me, my husband, my mom, and my stepdad, and we all headed up to the hospital. Okay. Oh Lord, I'm nervous. We are getting induced today. We got checked in or whatever. I think my doctor ended up coming. Let me see, we got there at 7:30. She probably came at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. And we got the induction process started. Hey y'all, hey, I'm back. Checking in. It's a little later. We have started the dilation process and the contractions have started. Right now they're about like a 3.5. Nothing I can't handle. I have my mama on my left side. My girl say she don't want to miss nothing. I told her ain't nothing going on. So yeah, we just rocking and rolling. At 4 o'clock right now it's like, let me see, 11, 17?
15, yeah, 17.
And about 4 o'clock they'll start me on the Pitocin. So that's where we at right now. And so, like I told y'all before, she inserted these rods in me that basically opens up my cervix. There's no medicine within these rods whatsoever. So now I understand why she would have wanted to send me home, because it really wasn't, you know, nothing going on besides me dilating. Like, I wasn't in active labor at all until she took the rods out, broke my water, and did my membrane sweep. So from about 9 till about 4:30ish, I just had the rods in, chilling, you know, just letting my body do its natural thing. So then at 4:30, doctor came back and it was showtime. So she took the rods out and she literally showed my husband what the rods look like, because apparently the rods, when you put them in, the rods soak up the moisture and they expand, which makes your cervix open up. So she took the rods out, she showed my husband, and she was like, look, they did what they were supposed to do or whatever. And so she broke my water, which was weird, y'all, because I don't know what I was thinking in my head, but I was thinking of like when somebody water break, like water everywhere. Like, I was thinking like say for example, you got a pool and you like slash the pool, like the side of the pool, excuse me, and you slash the side of the pool and water just go everywhere. That's what I was thinking when it comes to a water being broken. But when she broke my water, I literally felt, I didn't feel no water, if that makes sense. Like, I felt a whole lot of pressure because she was really down up in there to break my water, but I didn't feel like a gush. I didn't feel nothing. She was like, your water is broke. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't know. I wouldn't have known unless she told me or whatever. And so pretty much she went in there and some kind of tool, I couldn't even see the tool that she used to break my water or whatever. And then she kind of did a membrane sweep or whatever, and she was saying like it was a bloody show or something like that. So you know, active labor hadn't started or whatever. And so I was in labor from about active labor started, I want to say about I didn't really start feeling contractions for real until maybe about, what it was, 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. I was feeling them. And so after she broke my water and did the membrane sweep, they started the Pitocin. Mind y'all, I was scared shitless of Pitocin because watching all these YouTube videos and TikTok videos, you hear like Pitocin do not play, and Pitocin pretty much, I don't know if I should say they intensify the contractions or they make the contractions come. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. I'll leave something on screen explaining it a lot more for y'all to understand. But I was like, I need an epidural before this Pitocin. And so thank God for my doctor. Like, they're advocating for me, because the nurse, it's like she was pretty much trying to tell me, oh, you don't need the epidural right now. You know, wait until like you can't take the pain no more or whatever. Like, she was really pissing me off. And so I was telling my doctor how I felt, and she was like, don't worry about it. I'm not leaving until the anesthesiologist is coming into your room or whatever. I'm gonna make sure. And I said, okay. So she did just that, y'all. The anesthesiologist came in the room. Sweet guy. When I tell y'all, he took care of me. He knew his shit. They said he had been doing that for what, like 30 years? He had been doing that for 30 years, y'all. And that man, they say that man was like 50, 60 years old. And when I say he looked like he's in good health, like, he looked like he in good health, and he knew what the hell he was doing. So he came in there, explained to me, you know, what he had to do, got me prepped or whatever. And my husband was standing like on the side, so he was able to watch what was going on. But when he saw that needle, he couldn't watch. At that time, it was him and my auntie in the room, and he couldn't watch them do it. He had to turn the other way because he was like, the needle was way too big. He couldn't do it. So he administered the epidural, y'all. When I tell you my legs went dead, baby, they went dead. So from there, I was able to rest. I think I was asleep for maybe like an hour and a half, maybe even 2, I don't know. So we was going through the motions or whatever. I was having contractions, didn't know I was having contractions because I was numb. And so about, let me see, 12:45-ish, I really don't know the time because I wasn't watching, I started feeling pressure. It could have started at 12:30, I don't know, but I started feeling pressure, and I started to get aggravated because I'm like, is my epidural wearing off? Like, what is going on? Because I can feel pressure. Like, before I wasn't feeling nothing, but now I can feel pressure. And so my aunt was like, yeah, you're supposed to feel pressure so that you know when it's time to push, whatever. And so I'm like, okay. So it wasn't really bad at that time, but it just kept intensifying and intensifying and intensifying. And y'all, I was just so uncomfortable. Oh my God, I was so uncomfortable. So the nurses, I was telling them that I was feeling pressure or whatever, and she was like, oh, okay, don't push or whatever. Like, she checked me at one point and was like, I wasn't like fully dilated, so she was like, you don't want to push because you can, some stupid shit she told me that could happen. So a little after that, like, when I tell y'all, it felt like a bowling ball was trying to come out of my butt. Like, I could not. It's like I was telling her, I'm feeling so much pressure. It felt like I gotta poop and I can't hold it. So I was on my left side because while I was like in labor, they kept moving me or whatever to help, you know, with the dilation or whatever. And then my baby, certain positions they had me in, he didn't like it. and they would like lose his heartbeat or whatever. So that's another thing why they kept moving me. At one point they were saying, oh, we probably end up having to insert like this monitor thing that they put on the baby's head or whatever if they can't get them on a monitor from your stomach. And I told them I don't want that, because they literally have to like stick the baby in the head or put something on the baby head to track, you know, their heartbeat and stuff. And y'all not gonna do that to him. So y'all gonna have to figure this shit out and figure out how to get his heartbeat with these monitors on my stomach. So they kept flipping me or whatever to figure it out. And so when I told them about the pressure, I was on my side, on my left side, and they pretty much like opened me up and checked me. And the nurses was like, oh, you're not fully dilated. You're like in between the 5 and the 6. And so my auntie was like, ain't no way she's in between the 5 and the 6 if she's feeling that much pressure. So they turned me on my back, pushed my legs back, and checked me again. And once she checked me, then she was like, oh yeah, you're ready. Let me get your doctor on the phone. And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, I know damn well it gotta be something going on, because I'm feeling a lot of pressure back there. And so the doctor came in. When I tell y'all, it seemed like it took forever for that doctor to get there. It felt like it was taking forever. So she got there. She got her stuff together or whatever, and they broke the bed down. I can't remember if they broke the bed down before she got there or not. I don't know. But she got me in position or whatever, and she basically was like, on the next contraction, push. And so y'all, I thought I was pushing with everything in me. This lady said harder, harder, harder. Y'all, in my head, I'm like, harder? I'm already pushing hard, like hard. So it took 4 pushes, and I tell y'all, I pushed with everything in me. And my baby finally came out. He finally came out, y'all. And all I could do was lift my hands and say, Lord, I thank you. Because if you guys do not know, I'm living with a bullet below my spine. And I thought that would cause complications when pregnant. And I can bear witness to tell y'all, when God do something, it's well done. When God do something, he gonna see you through. When God calls you for something, he's gonna qualify you, and he will never leave you. He gonna be with you every step of the way. I had not one complication within my pregnancy. I had a beautiful pregnancy, if I could be honest with y'all. Like, my first trimester was hard, I'm not gonna lie, because I was very nauseous, didn't really have an appetite. Like, I lost like 20 something pounds. I think 20 something to 30 pounds I lost in my first trimester, but I bet you I gained all of it back. I gained all of it back. And you know, towards the end, baby was starting to get heavy. But other than that, like, I really did have a good pregnancy. And even my like labor and delivery, I don't feel like I had a bad delivery. Like, I did tear. Yes, I did tear. I had a 2nd degree tear, but it was not bad. Like, our hospital stay wasn't bad. Like, everything was really good. Everything was really good, y'all. And everybody is teasing like, oh, y'all need one more, y'all need one more. And I'm looking at them like, I can't even heal from this one yet. Like, can y'all let me heal before y'all say we need a whole nother baby? Like, dang, like, they were saying that before the baby was even 24 hours old. My baby right now is 1 week and 4 days, and everybody is saying he need another sibling. Like, can y'all chill? Can y'all chill? For real, for real. But that was my labor and delivery story. I did not want to, you know, make it long, drawn, and just long for no reason. I didn't want to draw it out. I wanted to get this video out to y'all before I just started adding baby in the vlogs because he is near and dear to me, of course. And I felt like he deserved his own introduction. So with that being said, I present to some and I introduce to others, baby AJ. Here's my handsome face, guys. This is baby AJ. He don't look nothing like me. He don't have nothing for me. This is all daddy. Y'all, he look just like my husband. He looked just like my husband. And y'all remember I kept telling y'all about them heartburns? Y'all remember that? Look at my baby. Look at my baby. But here's my baby. This is my pride and joy. This is the definition of when they ask me who I do it for. This man himself. So with that being said, if you like this video, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It helps me a lot. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing. We are lit here. Go ahead and check out a few of our other videos just to see how lit we are. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.